G'day folks, it's the Meeple Monkey here again, and welcome to the first in hopefully a series of videos I'm calling the Meeple Monkeys 12 Days of Christmas. So I'm planning to do hopefully a live stream each evening over the next 12 days in this holiday season, just as a bit of a way to celebrate and share some of the things in the Marvel United community, in the just the Meeple Monkey community as well. But of course, everything here Meeple Monkey wise is tends to be Marvel United related. So it's going to sort of mostly be related to that sort of stuff. So I just wanted to use this as a bit of a chance to sort of give a shout out to different people and designers and parts of the community. And we'll see how we go. Just shed a little bit of light. It'll be stuff that a lot of the time I will have covered this or mentioned certain aspects on the channel as well, and maybe revisiting certain designers and that sort of thing as well. But yeah, really just a chance to sort of celebrate these sorts of things and give a shout out. And if you have any people or designs or things like that that you want to give a shout out to, or say that you really enjoy or that we should check out, feel free to leave that in the comments and that sort of thing as well. So excellent. But let's get on with it, because I want to try and keep these relatively short and sweet. So and again, I can't promise I'm going to be always able to do this in the next 12 days every day, but I'm going to try my best. So we'll see how we go. Hello Sid, how you going? And I've got that. I've got something in the works with your project as well. I don't want to give too much away, sort of thing, but I had a good chat with my daughter as well, and we've started getting some names down. So unfortunately, I haven't got all those ready for you at the moment, but they're coming. So awesome. But let's get on with the 12 Days of Christmas, and let's see what the Unpainted Galactus has brought for us today. So here we go, looking in our little bag here. And we have, it's a designer by the name of Ric Nicholls. You can probably tell by the fact I didn't really look at this piece of paper very much that this is just a prop, but there you go. We're going to keep it up. So yes, awesome. So yeah. I'll get back to you on that stuff too. But let's talk about Ric Nicholls. So Ric Nicholls is a well, he's a multi-talented person. I'll call him a homebrewer, but that's just one of many hats that he wears. Bit of a Renaissance man, but he's really talented. I first came across him, I believe, when I first started getting interested in and sort of discovered the world of homebrew. That some folks were making their own designs for Marvel United characters, and I think I might have discovered this before I even really got into the like the Discord community there, maybe even before getting into the Facebook community. But where I was getting a lot of my content and just sort of looking at things for Marvel United back in the day was Board Game Geek, and this is where I found Ric Nicholls. He'd already been putting up some villain designs. He might have done some hero stuff as well. Apologies to Rick. I can't really remember all of the stuff that was there, but I know that he certainly did do a version of the Lizard. And so here is a version of that. And we played this on the channel a while ago. I think we might have played a version of this as well. He's done a Shumagorath as well. And I believe he's done actually one I think he did do was Mole Man. I think he did his own version of Mole Man. And I think apart from Shumagorath, I think we've seen Lizard and Mole Man subsequently arrive in season 3. So you never know, Rick. Maybe you had an effect, and maybe the powers that be saw those characters and thought, oh, yep, they belong in season 3 as well. So, but yeah, he did some really great stuff there. I really enjoyed playing his Lizard variant, and I'm really interested to see how the Lizard variant in season 3 plays as well, and see how similar and different. But now I'll have 2 versions of that, so that'll be pretty fun as well. So he did that, and he also back when I first wanted to try making Cameron Hodge, my first homebrew design, he very kindly offered to do the art free of charge, didn't charge me anything for it, for Cameron Hodge as well. So he did that character design of Cameron Hodge that you see on the dashboard. Unfortunately, I don't have that with me at the moment, but yeah, he did a great job with that. Looks fantastic. So he's a talented artist, talented designer. I believe this design is obviously from the existing Marvel United art. I'm not sure about this one. He might have done the art for that one as well. So that's pretty cool as well. But yeah, so yeah, he helped out with that, and he's that's the other big thing about this homebrewer Ric Nicholls is he's just been a boon for the community, very helpful. One of the reasons I wanted to give him a bit of a shout out and highlight his work is that he's been very helpful with the promo cards. Like over the years, Marvel United or CMON have released promo cards like I think Juggernaut, Hero Juggernaut, and Mr. Sinister. And Grey Hulk and others. And Rick has stepped in and helped folks who can't get access to those at the conventions and stuff by making some pretty close to accurate sort of redesigns of those sort of thing and posting those up as well at various places like the Facebook community page and I think on the Discord as well. So that's been very helpful as well. And I wanted to, you'll have to bear with me here, I wanted to take you through some of the other work that he's been doing recently. He's been doing a lot of different stuff, getting back into it. I think he does a lot of stuff with, I want to say Marvel Zombies as well. I think he does a lot of homebrew stuff over that way. I could be getting that completely wrong, but I think he dabbles in other games and stuff as well. But let's have a look if I can get this working. I always sort of forget how to do the share screen, but I'm going to give it my best shot and see if I can show you some of the stuff he's been working on as well. So if I go, this is I'm going to show you some of the stuff he's been working on through his links in the Discord community. So if I share my screen here and it should come up soon, I think. Let's have a look here. All right, fingers crossed. So here we see, hopefully you guys can see this. This is one of the big things he's done is along with this season 3's story campaigns that have come out with the official stuff, he's been making some campaigns as well in that similar sort of style. So if we have a look here, he's got Days of Future Past, he's got The Return of the Sinister Six, but in particular with Days of Future Past, he started working on breaking up the campaigns instead of one big long storyline into little segments, little sort of 3-episode sort of segments. Let's have a look at Rise of the Midnight Suns here if we can. Let's have a look in here at this PDF. You can see here that you can sort of print it all off here. So you could just print this sheet and then sort of you could do it double-sided as well and be able to just cut those straight out and they would work. But if we have a look here, we go into the folder, we just have a look here. So you can see the way he's designed his is he gives you sort of like your components and what you're going to need. Some lovely art there, fantastic, looks really great. So you can imagine printing these up either home print or professionally printed, they'd look fantastic. But he gives you some prologue, some story to the things. I don't want to go too much into these and get into spoilers, but I just want to show you some of the things here, and I'll just see if I can quickly get through this. I think there's some epilogue cards as well. You can sort of pause these, I guess, if you maybe not. I don't want to get too far into the spoilers, but you can have a bit of a read of that one if you want, sort of thing. But yeah, so yeah, some fantastic stuff there. But if we have a look, we go back here. He's also done some work, as you can see here, on the symbiotes, but he's also done this stuff called the United Villains, and this is really interesting. So he's got some rules here for adding an extra villain, basically a secondary little mini boss to any game of Marvel United that you want to play. So you set up your normal villain as normal, and then you just replace one of your, I believe you replace one of your threats, or maybe you set this off to the side with, I think you actually replace one of the threats, and you place this sort of mini version of the villain down, and you can see that they are all designed to sort of move around. So they start in a certain location, and they, as part of the BAM, they will move around and have some sort of an effect here. And he's got a whole bunch. I think he's got a whole range here designed for the Season 1 heroes, and he's got a whole range designed for the Season 2 heroes. And presumably he might work on a Season 3 range as well. And each one is slightly different, and I guess sort of like mirrors or has an effect sort of based on what that villain tends to do in their normal version of the game. So for example, who is it? MODOK here. I think he flips cards face down and that sort of thing as well. So Yeah, there we go. But the other big thing that he's been working on, amongst other things, I'm sure he's got other things going on as well. We'll just close that down. I'll stop sharing, and hopefully we'll come back here. Hopefully you guys can see me. Oh, that's good. Glad to see, Sin, that you could see the Midnight Sun card back. So obviously my screen sharing must have worked, because once again, whenever I do that, I don't seem to be able to set it up so that I can still see the comments. So apologies for that. But yeah, it looked really good, right? And then, so I didn't really show the other stuff off, but his Days of Future Past stuff looks really great, and the Sinister Six stuff, yeah, really good. So just really quality looking campaign cards there. So if you're looking for something similar to the official product, like unlike Dom's big map campaign and that sort of thing, if you're looking for something, card based, just sort of like play a little deck sort of thing like that, he's got a really good sort of alternate or additional supplemental sort of range of cards there as well, which is fantastic. And the final thing I wanted to show off of Ric's is I guess the big project that he's recently done, and I did show this off a little while ago, but I just wanted to show it off again, and I would like to show it off again on the channel down the track as well, because I finally got it all professionally printed. So I have, and they're nice and shiny. You can see this is the thick cardboard versions of Ravencroft Institute Breakout. So it's essentially a Marvel reskinning of the DC, or the upcoming DC Superheroes United, I think it's called Arkham Asylum Breakout Mode. So this way you can have a bunch of Marvel villains, especially at this stage, Spidey sort of foes centric villains, locked up in the Ravencroft Institute, and you can basically play as them trying to escape from the prison, whilst Spider-Man and certain heroes are tracking you down. So this is the maximum security. I just wanted to show off how beautiful these cards, or these cardboard locations look. That's the administration area. We've got the therapy rooms looking really cool. We've got the cell block, not the cell block, sorry, the general population. So the art, again, it looks sweet, doesn't it? And the cell block there, I think that's a central pivotal location. I think you've got to escape from there, I think. And then we've got the medical wing there as well. So that's yeah, it just looks really fantastic. So I was really happy to get these printed off finally, and been enjoying having them on the table as well. Since saying I can't recall if Thanos has the Black Order as his threats anyway. Yeah, I can't remember either, to be honest. Yeah, it's been so long since I played that. I remember playing it on the channel, the campaign sort of thing. And I know we didn't use the Black Order when we played those 3 games leading up to it. We used sort of other random villains that people voted on, but I can't remember what his threats were. I know he had separate, he had special locations that you had to use for that mission that were sort of like more powerful locations, I think, but I don't remember the threats. So yeah, I'll have to look that up. But let's have a look. So we've got the nice, these are the breakout plan cards, so nicely printed. He's done a whole range of these, so they look really nice. But what I wanted to show off today, because I have shown these on the channel, like in a game before, but I did want to show this off. I think this is them, which is the range of villains, because I think I only used I want to say, I think I used 4, but I wanted to show you the different characters he's made. So he's made quite a range of them already. So there's already a lot of variety in this mode if you want to look into it, sort of thing. So you've got Demo Goblin. I think we used him. So he's really cool. And again, with these, essentially each villain has 3 or 4 cards that you replace in a generic deck of cards, sort of thing. So you basically have these generic deck of cards that you can use, and then you just slip in any of these little mini decks to create your custom sort of villain deck. So let's have a look. We've got Carnage. Pretty sure we used Carnage in the game, but there he is again. Okay, we have Scorpion. Don't think we did we use Scorpion? Can't remember. There's Scorpion. Okay, we have Morbius. Definitely didn't use Morbius, and Morbius has 4 cards. So I'll have to re-look at the rules for the breakout mode, but I can't remember whether if you've got hero villain as that has 4 cards if you replace 4 cards, or you're supposed to like choose 2 of them or something. But sorry, choose 3 of them instead of use all 4. Oh, variety is the spice of life. Now, talk about variety. Look at this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we've got 6 cards here for Green Goblin, but I don't know if you can make that out on. Yeah, you should be able to. You can see there's some repeated cards there. So I think what he's done with Green Goblin is he's sort of made variant versions. So you can see here. Let's get this one here. There's number 1, and that's got that ability. Let's have a look at the other number 1. Yes, I think that's different. We've got Goblin Formula and Goblin Glider. So Green Goblin, I'm not sure why he's got so many different ones here, whether they're meant to like represent one version of him in one comic storyline where he's sort of acting in a certain way, and then maybe he acts very differently in another storyline. So it's sort of like meant to sort of represent 2 different ways of playing him. So there's that. We've got Rhino. Oh yeah, there we go. Don't really like Rhino as a villain, but maybe I'd like to use Rhino. There we go. If you can't beat him, join him, right? We've got Shriek. Oh, got to hold these properly. Shriek. So as you can see, there's tons, right? We've got Chameleon. Come, chameleon. There we go. Sorry, don't know why I broke into that. Sorry, guys. Hobgoblin. There you go, Andrew. Andrew Fantasia. Hobgoblin. So you can use him in breakout mode. You can use him as a hero. He's essentially a anti-villain now, right? Not anti-villain, I guess. Anti-hero. I just won't say dual mode. Lizard. There's Lizard again. All right. Must be a favorite of Ric Nicholls. And we've got Doppelganger. I think we used Doppelganger in that game there. So, yeah, tons of characters you can use now. So that's a lot, right? And then he's also added, because he's had that idea of like the little mini sort of mini bosses. I think there's Spider-Man is your main sort of hero that you're battling against in that breakout mode, but he's also made, if I can find it, and here are Spider-Man's cards, but he's also made some little mini boss characters as well that you can team up with Spidey. So we've got Ghost Spider. So you can make your games a little bit harder if you find them a bit easy. You've got Scarlet Spider as well that can jump around, and Miles Morales. Ooh, there we go. So yeah, just really wanted to get that out there and let people know what great work he's been working on, and just give him a bit of a shout out, because I really appreciate the help he gave me back in the day, and just the help that he gives the community. Classic tune, yeah, right. So Green Goblin doesn't play fair. No, he doesn't need it. No. So, but yeah, just wanted to say, big thanks to Ric Nicholls. Thanks Rick for all the help you give to the community, and providing a lot of different help in a lot of different ways across the Marvel United community, and just the gaming community, I guess, in general. So if you spot him on Board Game Geek, or you see him in the Discord, I think he goes by Godzilla Rick or something in Discord, or you see him in the Facebook, stop by and say hi to him, and ask him what his next projects are and that sort of stuff, and I'm sure he'll be happy to share. So one spider I've noticed missing is Rec Rap. Who's Rec Rap? That sounds cool. I have no idea who Rec Rap is, but it sounds like a character. Just the name of it sounds pretty good. So oh man, yeah, maybe someone should make a homebrew of Rec Rap. I'm interested, but yeah. So thank you very much. I'll pretty much leave it there. I just wanted to sort of give him a shout out, but I'll keep an eye out for me on the internet around about this time, I guess, ish, each evening sort of thing. I know I'm probably a little bit early because it's I think it's the first day of Christmas today here in Oz, but it might be like the next day over there. But yeah, I should be back. So yeah, and yeah, so who knows what I'll be back with tomorrow, or who knows who I'll be giving a shout out to. But I just wanted to sort of give some love to the community. So this is probably can give you a bit of an idea of what these little videos will be like, sort of thing. So I turned myself into a kaiju Morty. I'm Godzilla Rick. Okay. Got it. Awesome, very good. But thank you very much, guys, and thank you, Sin, for joining us here. And I did see a couple other folks sort of pop in and have a little bit of a watch, and maybe they thought, "Whoa, this is lame, I'm out." But if not, thanks very much for watching anyway. All those folks who watch this later on, check out Rick's stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one. So, Meeple Monkey out. See you guys. Bye, bye, bye. See you, Sin.